this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Good on the bucket.
You know, when Brown has that jump shot working, guys, he's very hard to slow down. Nice looking release on his shot.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And the basket by Brown.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
Lillard looking around. No good with the triple. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Great open look there. Brown's got 8.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Lillard. Unloads. Goes back up. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Connaughton, just 5 on the clock, and Lillard gets it to go.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Brown. Give him 8. 4-3. Again, Brown missing. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Lopez, the screen on Holiday. And he gets the bucket. Give him 8 points now.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Tatum passes to Brown. 2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes. Can they get it? Boston again missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
For three, here's Lillard. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Milwaukee leading by 3. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Connaughton outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And Connaughton gets the three.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Outside Holiday. Brown against Connaughton. Another miss by Brown. The Bucks have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Antetokounmpo for 3. Boston pulls it in. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And he's going for the oop here. And the jam by Brown.
I don't think he could have been any more impressive than he was tonight. Brown is setting this place on fire.
For 3, here's Lillard. Gets the 3 to fall. Lillard's got 11 points.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Tatum passes to Brown. Puts up a 3. That shot is off. And here's Connaughton for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Bucks. 11. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point. Back to Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Brown, covered by Connaughton. There's Tatum with the 3. Prince grabs the miss. The Bucks leading by 4. Lillard right side. The shake. Oh, sweet move. And the dunk by Lillard.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
For 3, here's Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Lets the 3 fly. The shot by Holiday, no good. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. The Celtics making a switch here. Warford's checked in. Here's Brown. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Brown's got 17.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly, the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
Horford with a steal. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And Brown for the finish.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. There's the three. Drills it from deep. Prince has got his second basket.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Out to Horford. Beyond the arc. Prince grabs the miss. Prince has got 4 rebounds now. Oh, look out! Giannis, unbelievable!
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Brown can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 7. Lillard with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. They get it back. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Boston with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Prince has got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, an accurate shooter with really good form. Prince is aggressive when it comes to looking to score.
Brown passes to Holiday. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's Prince on the wing. Connaughton outside. Pass to Lillard for 3. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
Holiday passes to Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he lobs it up. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Sims. The 3 is up. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Tatum. And so it's Milwaukee closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. Back after this.
27. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you've just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
They've got Gary Trent. Bobby Portis out there with Green. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Sims in at the center position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Horford, a screen on Trent. This one for 3. Hauser, that's good. Hauser's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Now here's Trent. The D's right on him. Portis, the pass to Porter. Back to Portis. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. A deep three. The rebound by Sims.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Ryan, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Celtics trail by 10. Craig with it. Portis picks him up. Horford, left side. To the wing on the left. Launches it. And the three-pointer goes. Pritchard's got his first 3 points of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Pass to Portis. Good on the 13-footer. Portis has got his first 2 points of the night.
When you watch Portis, he's not just a good jump shooter for a 6'10 guy. Bobby's just a straight-up good shooter, period.
Out to Craig. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard. Off target from outside. Milwaukee leading by 9. And here's Porter outside. And that comes off the assist by Green. Porter's got 6 here in the quarter.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Milwaukee. They're on an 11-3 run. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Trent's shot is off. Celtics trail by 14. Tatum passes to Hauser. Fires the three. On target from range. Hauser's got 6.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
Lets it fly. They get the rebound. Here's Sims. Off with the layup. The Celtics shooting around 41%. Tatum from long range. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Sims. The 3-ball. Portis' shot is off. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. There's Tatum with the 3. That one is off. Trent outside. Here's Portis for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Defense. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
First personal foul.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. They've got Peyton Pritchard, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the 2.
And these shots demonstrate how locked in Lillard is. Just embracing the challenge of scoring on physical defenders.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball and his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Goes up at the stripe. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Lillard's got 23 points.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
And here's Brown for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 6th assist of the night. Lillard outside. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the glass.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Holiday. And there's the lob. Brown with the steal. The kick to Tatum. From the arc. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Lopez. And here's Lillard. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented at knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
It's Brown on the wing. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, we credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
White for 3. It's hauled in by Connaughton. The Bucks leading by 13. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Brent. Connaughton outside. Now here's Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drops in the 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper, but I like when he pounds that paint too.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Brown. Misses the 3. The Bucks have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this 4th. Antetokounmpo against Porzingis. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Brown. They get it back. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Here's the 3. Jason Tatum. He's a sharpshooter.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Bucks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And what a huge performance it was for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
36 seconds left in the game. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Back to Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Fires for three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Puts up a deep three. Offline. So this one belongs to the Bucks. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center position. Now Prince. After Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer.
Torian Prince making the jump shot look easy right there. Boy, is he confident.
Garland, the pass to Allen. On the wing, Mitchell. Launches a three. Allen's shot is off. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. In front of mine tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys. Thank you, David. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, just quick with the decision-making, smart pass by Darius Garland.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard against Mitchell. Lillard misses. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Mitchell with a nice move.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss. Lillard's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Strus kicks to Mitchell. Puts up a deep three. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Lillard looking around. Pass to Prince. And here's Giannis. Goes up on the high post. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And you can see the growing confidence that Giannis has in that mid-range.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Launches it from deep. Trains it from beyond the arc. Strus has got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Lillard kicks to Prince. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley outside. A three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists tonight. Lillard outside. Connects from three-point range. He's got 6.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Giannis high post. The wide open look here for Lopez. And the 3 off target.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Now Lillard, after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. And then Lillard slams it in.
How about Lillard? He hits the defense with a sweet move and then makes sure to finish the play.
Lillard against Garland. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Lillard on top. 8 points for him. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Garland finds Mitchell from deep three-point land. A rebound by the Bucks.
And when you are are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
For 3, Mitchell. Lillard with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Mobley wide open. The Cavaliers again can't hit. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
From deep onto the Kumbo. And it's Strus with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. 6-point game. Mitchell. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A 3 ball. They get it again. Pass to Prince. Second shot opportunity. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
High activity, challenging the heart of the defense. Taurean Prince is not afraid to mix it up.
And here's Garland for 3. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked 1st in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Lillard misses. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And here's Strus for 3. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Goes to Darius Garland.
Milwaukee has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Giannis dishes to Prince. Releases. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Garland. No good. That would have tied it. Milwaukee leading by 3. Lillard fires away from way outside. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Strus. From deep. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Lillard against Garland. There's Giannis. Look out below.
Known for his scoring there. Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
There's Garland. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Lillard, the pass to Giannis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Mobley. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Sims is checked in. Green comes in for Pat Connaughton. Trent's checked in for Prince. And Kevin Porter subbed in for Damian Lillard.
Poetry in motion. Porter with a beautiful stroke rising up there from mid-range.
Shoots it. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks lead by 5. And a chance now to thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Porter. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Green. Gary Trent is out there with Porter. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Sims in at the center filling out the middle.
Nice to see Porter Jr. get aggressive, not settle for a J, and take it into the defense.
It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Here's Jerome. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Porter. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Pass to Merrill. Wade outside. Lets it go with the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Wade's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Porter dishes to Sims. Fader on the way. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Merrill passes to Jerome. Puts up a deep 3. He can't get that one. Bucks leading by 5. Portis for 3. And no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Hunter, no one around him. Sims with the rebound. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 43% from the field. There's Porter with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Then continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else to court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
There's the triple. Hunter grabs the miss.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Puts it up. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Hunter's got his second bucket of the night.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And that one's good by Porter.
Nice pull-up J there by Porter. Keeping the defense on their toes and striking fast.
Arrow on the wing. 54 seconds left to play here in the third. That shot off the mark.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Trent kicks to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Portis. A second chance effort. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hunter no good. Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's Trent. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. Here's Merrill. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with their lead standing at 6 points. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Wade out there with Tristan Thompson. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. And it's Lillard missing. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Mobley. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Fires for 3, and Damian Lillard good for the 3.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
Mitchell outside. Over Prince. Nice shot from the wing.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Shoots the 3. Prince with the defensive effort.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Lopez finds Giannis. From 18 feet away, Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Allen, a screen on Lillard. Goes up on the wing. Garland, no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And how about the quick thinking on the catch and shoot? Have to applaud Allen's decision-making there.
Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The 19-foot shot, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
And Lillard kicks to Lopez. Connaughton passes to Prince. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And here's Garland for 3. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Lillard misses. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. We've got to have better shots.
Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Count that one from Mobley.
I'll tell you, important moment for Evan Mobley. Meeting the moment with a big shot. That's big time.
A shot by Lillard, wide open. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And that 3 was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
Garland nets for 2. And he nails that one right through the net.
Absolutely fearless is Darius Garland. Clutch shot, no problem.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor. 1:02 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Mitchell outside. The rebound by the Bucks.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Lillard way outside. Evan Mobley with the rebound. For the 3. Garland, no good. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Bucks. They're leading by 8. Here's Giannis. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Now Lillard. From deep 3-point territory. And so the Bucks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
These teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the point. Here's Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Mitchell, the pass to Garland. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and Coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and he needs to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And Cleveland has possession, following the bucket by Boston. Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Back to White. Now here's Brown. And it's Boston scoring again.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Tatum. Ooh, stolen by Allen. For the finish, and it's Allen who slams it home.
All the way. Allen started it and finishes it off. You saw his motor.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Here's Brown, and the jam by Brown.
How the bounce.
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Here's Strus. Cans it with nobody near him. Here's White. Outside, Brown. The kick out to White. Pass to Tatum. The three. The rebound by Allen.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Mobley finds Strus. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. That one on Tatum. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls.
Jason Tatum, first.
And Strus drops them both. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Now here's Tatum. Here's Brown. The rebound by Allen. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And making the game just look easy. Allen is a fantastic alley-oop target given his length and timing.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. White for three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Mitchell. Allen on the wing. Defended by Porzingis. Mitchell, good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's White. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. White's got 5 now.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
Outside Garland. Mobley outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by White. Boston's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And here's Brown for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Back to Garland. From deep, Mobley hits the trifecta.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Holiday finds Brown. From behind the arc. It doesn't go for him. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Boston out in front. They lead by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Boston.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. And it's Allen in at the 5, down low. Garland for 3. Pure from three-point range.
Matching the triple from the other end. Garland is game.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Garland for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston leading by 4. Left side White. Outside Tatum. Holiday finds Brown. Over Strus. Kick out to Brown. Second chance effort. Yep, that one's good. Brown's got 12 points.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
From deep, Mitchell. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Basket's good.
They're taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
Mitchell against White. To stop the run. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. And it's Tatum missing.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Brown against Strus. Fires top of the key. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. And now just a 3-point Boston lead. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Garland, the pass to Allen. And Cleveland, another 3.
Yeah, nice quick catch and shoot there from Jared Allen.
Boston has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. White for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
The answer from Mitchell, a 3 of his own.
Holiday against Garland. Brown looking around. Holiday passes to Brown. Over Strus. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. The 3 from Mitchell. Hauled in by Brown.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And there's the Brown! Oh my goodness!
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
And the jam by Brown.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
From deep, Mitchell. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Brown. Again, Boston.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Garland for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. White for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. It's the Celtics leading by 8, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
They've got Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford out there with Torrey Craig, and it's Shireman in at the 2 guard. That's the Boston 5.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Here's Pritchard. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Jerome. From deep. Kept alive. from outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jerome's got 6.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside Craig. Here's Pritchard. Off the mark there with a 3.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Offensive board. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Jerome, no good. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Hauser passes to Craig. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Cleveland has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Jerome. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Hauser. Boston again missing. The Cavs have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Hunter. No good. That would have tied it.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And the basket by Shireman.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And Stanley went undrafted back in 2021, but Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
Merrill outside for the lead. Nails it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Jerome. He's got 6. Offline with a 3. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. High arcing shot. Pritchard gets it to go. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Here's Jerome. Thompson left side. Back to Jerome. 3-pointer. The rebound, Celtics.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Jerome. And that one drops for him. Jerome's got 8 points here in the quarter. The Celtics have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Here's Hauser. Counted from distance.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest on the arc.
Here's Jerome. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston leading by 4. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Hunter from the arc. Fires in the triple. Hunter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc. Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Here's Jerome. And Cleveland another 3. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go, neither able to land the knockout blow.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The 3 from Craig. Drains the triple. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Walking foul called on Ty Jerome. First personal foul. First team foul.
Some changes for Boston. Seven seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Brown for three. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Here's Jerome. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Celtics. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Dean Wade, Sam Merrill out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Thompson in at the 5. And they're running. Brown with it. Now Thompson defending.
And Brown is lethal in the open floor. Once he has a step on you, it's over.
And here's Hunter for three. Buries it from three.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
And the three-pointer goes.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
Back to Jerome. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. The open shot, White. The three. And again, Boston with the triple.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Defensively, you know Mitchell wants to get to the rim. You play it that way, then he pulls the string on you.
And here's Brown for three. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell looking like a wrecking ball.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Kick out to Brown. The three is up. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. The three from Mitchell. Hauled in by Brown. Celtics lead by 8. Pass to White. Pulls up. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. White's got 11 in the second half.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there. Willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Garland for three. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Boston's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Outside, Brown. Fires it from 18. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter. Cavaliers trail by 9. Garland for three. Holiday grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
White, good. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Holiday against Garland. 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Nice shot from the wing.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Celtics.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Mobley outside. There's the triple. Tips it, controls the rebound and the putback. And here's Boston. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
You're showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Off the inbound. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
So it's Boston with the W. A clean whip. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Along.
difference, Greg, in this one. Feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff-level opponent.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Now Porzingis after the miss 3 from Damian Lillard. Tatum looking around. Holiday finds Tatum. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Offensive rebound. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that's simply Tatum making the hustle play, wanting it more than the opposition.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. They got for us, DA.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek Freak. Guys?
Thank you, David. Lillard misses. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Here's Tatum, and another basket for Boston.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And Lillard gets it to go.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you, for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Tatum with another miss. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Lopez kicks to Lillard. Uncovered. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Big slam there on Brown, just dominating the rim.
Puts up a deep 3. His 4th miss of the game. He's made 3. Holiday, the pass to Brown. Fires from deep. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Lillard with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Prince wide open. Hands it from downtown.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Count that one.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Lillard outside. Prince outside. From the arc. Rebound Boston.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Oh, he misses the dunk. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 4-point game. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's a big target in Porzingis, but he delivers.
Here's Lillard. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Brown. Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Kuzma. Lillard against Brown. And Lillard kicks to Kuzma. launches it. Jason Tatum grabs the ball. And here's Brown outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. There. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. Al Horford. After Taurean Prince's 3-pointer that didn't go.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that game time. Hey, David, thank you.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. He has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
Celtics leading by 5. Here's White. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Drills the 3-pointer.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Austin with the ball. Following the 3 by Milwaukee.
From Derek White.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Lillard. Guarded closely. Prince, that's for 2. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Assist from
Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Porzingis passes to Pritchard. Porzingis with a screen on Lillard. Beyond the arc. A shot by Pritchard, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And Lopez gets it to go.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Tatum's shot is off. And the Bucks with possession. They're on an 11-2 run. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead. And for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his 3rd year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar. And these guys have been contenders ever since.
Tatum. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 16-4 run. Here's Giannis. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Porzingis passes to White. Horford against Giannis. The wing jumper off target. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Pritchard gets the bucket. Milwaukee has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Offensive rebound. Portis finds Porter. Second chance shot. And Horford pulls it down. Boston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for Boston.
Sometimes you do a little extra work, something good comes your way, and Porzingis cleans up that offensive rebound.
Here's White. Count it! He got it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Brown. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the Boston 5. It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Livingston. Bucks trail by 3. Porter finds Livingston. From outside the arc, Craig pulls it in. Pass to Hauser. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The putback, Portis on the follow.
A big board and a bigger putback from Bobby Portis.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the wide open shot from Green. Offensive rebound. Takes the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
Brown kicks to Craig. Looking to end the run. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Here's Pritchard. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter passes to Trent. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Trent's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Man, what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
There's Porter with the three. Outside Portis. Back to Livingston. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Brown. He's got 5. Pass to Craig. Puts up a 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Craig's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And Porter, here we go. It doesn't go for him.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
And that one's good by Porter.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Horford from outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. A 3. Craig pulls it in. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Hauser. Hits the three-point bomb.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Porter with it. And it's Horford picking him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
Pass to Brown. For the lead. Nailed from three-point land. Brown's got 10 points.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
There's Porter with the 3. And it's White with the rebound. White's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Brown outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Celtic. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for you.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. And Lillard gets it to go.
And Lillard, a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
Down kicks to Holiday. Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Rebounded by the Celtics. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Porzingis finds Tatum. From downtown. Brown, no good. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Lillard with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Prince can't hit. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Brown wide open, he fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
It's so smooth when Brown is feeling it from deep. No hesitation.
Lillard against Holiday, and stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break, and stolen by Prince. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Kuzma passes to Lillard. The tray. The rebound by Holiday. Boston leading by 3. And here's Tatum for 3. That shot off. The Bucks shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Brown sets a screen for Holiday. Wants to get it to Brown and does.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lillard from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Brown with the screen on Lillard. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Kuzma. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To take the lead. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Brown inside the line. That doesn't go either for Brown. Milwaukee leading by 3. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Shot from the wing, and he hits the jump shot.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. And White with the stuff. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Lillard, Cronin. Lillard's got 21.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 1. There's the 3. Rebound by the Celtics. Left side, Brown. Shoots over Kuzma. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And stolen by Prince. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Jacks up a 3. Lillard again missing. So guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
It drops.
It seems like Brown always has something cooking, and he shows up big when they need him most.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get him to the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Drew Holiday, second personal foul, second team foul. Line for the Bucks.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
2 shots.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3 ball.
Shoots from the baseline. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he is unable to get the second one. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about
a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at small forward.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Garland for three. Sinks it from distance.
Stops, takes it. Garland has that shot ready to go at all times.
Lillard with the ball. And the 18-footer right on the mark.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Garland, a good look. Rebound, Milwaukee.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Knocks it down from distance.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute, and when I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, Coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Hunter. A good-looking shot from the wing. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Lillard up top, guarded by Garland. The three from Prince. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Hunter can't get it to go.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And it's in there.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Garland looking around. And the shot goes down. Garland's got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Lillard. It's Prince on the wing. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Not just to score. Lillard knows it's his responsibility as the point guard to involve his teammates.
To the inside.
2 minutes remaining.
Allen pass to Mobley.
2 minutes.
From deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The Bucks have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. And Kuzma, the bucket, on the assist from Prince.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Garland. Give him 8 points now. That three's off the mark. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Kuzma for 3. The shot, no good.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Goes up on the baseline. Rebounded by Kuzma.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Lillard's got 8.
I love how tricky Dame can be. He uses a pull-up J to catch the defender totally off balance.
Mitchell, a screen on Lillard. To the middle. To end the run. Out to Garland. Fires the three. Not going to go that time. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Milwaukee?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince. And it's Connaughton in at the three, the small forward. And he's off on his first shot of the game. Cavaliers trail by 5. RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art. And it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
And here's Milwaukee now, following the score by Cleveland. And another miss by Milwaukee. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Mitchell's gotten his second bucket.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
The shot by Lillard, no good. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And here's Hunter from the arc. And Cleveland another three.
Loading up to stop Mitchell can lead to big breakdowns defensively.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers' experience with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Yeah, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Connaughton can't hit. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Hunter passes to Mitchell. Launches a 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
To halt the run, Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside. Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. From deep, Mitchell. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Prince can't hit.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Now here's Garland. Give him 8. Three-pointer off the mark. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo for 3. Yes, sir! Giannis showing the range. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And he's going for the lob. Oh, Spider Mitchell. Wow.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Antetokounmpo can't connect.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
The Cavaliers leading. Here's Mitchell. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lillard outside, down low, and stolen by Mobley. And now the Cavaliers on the break. And Mitchell with the slam.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Now here's Lillard. Give him 8. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Garland against Lillard. Mobley outside. Let's go with a 3. The shot misses. With 1 on the clock. The shot no good. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for Cleveland. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Ty Jerome is out there with Sam Merrill. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Wade in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Jerome. Here's Merrill. And a miss there on the triple. Green for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Shot from the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks it. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Sims, the pass to Porter. Portis outside. Reverses. Thompson with the block. And they're able to recover. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Green. And another miss by Milwaukee. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Here's Merrill. And he drives in. Doesn't go that time. And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And here's Green from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Green's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Here's Merrill. Knocks down the long J.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Porter. No points so far. Here's Green. Pass to Portis. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Back to Jerome. From deep, Strus. Rebounded by Trent. The Bucks trail by 3. And here's Green from the arc. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Green's got 6 in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Jerome on the wing. Up and over Porter. Jerome, no good. Milwaukee's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Porter the pass to Sims.
2 minutes.
Over Thompson. Sims can't get it to go.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Thompson, no good.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Trent's shot is off. Cleveland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Porter. For the lead. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. For Cleveland, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. The shot by Merrill, no good. And the Bucks with possession. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Porter gets the bucket.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Here's Jerome. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And the 18-footer right on the mark. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Porter, the pass to Sims. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Takes a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Merrill's got 6 here in the quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Trent right side. From downtown, Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jerome. Pass to Merrill. Outside Strus. Here's Jerome. Thompson passes to Strus. Here's Jerome. From behind the arc. No good on the buzzer beater. It's a tie game in Cleveland. And we'll have the start. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Now here's Kuzma. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The 3-pointer off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
He drops it from range. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Lillard looking around. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The 3 from Mitchell. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lillard can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 3. Outside Mitchell. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Another shot. Here's Prince. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And Garland with the basket on the assist by Hunter.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Yep, right through the net.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And here's Hunter for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. There's the drive. Offensive rebound. Deflects the pass. Lopez with the steal. In transition. Here come the Bucks. The shot by Lillard. No good. And Mobley has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Cleveland again missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Cavaliers lead by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Garland. Pass to Mitchell. A clear look for Antetokounmpo. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Antetokounmpo has gotten 4 this quarter. Outside Mitchell. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Mitchell. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now. The 3 from Prince. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell, huge bucket. That man is fearless.
Oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Money!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Mitchell, a screen on Lillard. Garland for 3. And connects from downtown.
And Garland just delivers in a crucial moment. What a shot.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
Garland for 3. Giannis with the rebound.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Now here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Garland. For 3, here's Lillard. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so the big win by Cleveland in a
for it. NBA basketball. And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in his shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for Cleveland, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Strus in at the 3 spot. And for those who are tuning in for offensive fireworks, Doris might be a little disappointed in this one.
Right, Kev, but if you love gritty defensive play, this is the place to be. Listen, we may not get spectacular buckets, but I guarantee you every point is going to be well earned.
On offense, here are the Celtics. Brown kicks to White. Fires the 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. White against Mitchell. And he drops it in from the low post.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. From past the arc. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And he's good on the 3 ball. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
You love how confident Donovan Mitchell is. On the catch-and-shoot opportunities, there's no hesitation.
When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
And Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Good work there as it goes.
And Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
We're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to the defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor, and Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Holiday kicks to White. The shot. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mitchell passes to Strus. Back to Mitchell. Launches from deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Mitchell's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Cavs. The kick out to Brown. Shoots over Strus. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen. That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Here's Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 12.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
Both free throws good from Holiday. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Now, Garland, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Cavaliers moving the ball around. Here's Mobley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, we call that a high percentage shot for Mr. Evan Mobley. He gets after it in there.
The 3 from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Mitchell. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
See, what a good feel for what the defense is conceding. Donovan Mitchell, very willing to get to that mid-range jumper.
Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Allen outside. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. He totaled 14. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another strength for them today, guys. Mid-range shooting. Normally the defense wants to give you that shot. Let's see if they adjust at all.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the 3. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. The kick out to Brown. The fadeaway. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 8 points.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
Garland dishes to Allen. Mitchell against White. Kicks it out to Garland. Shot clock at 5. Fades. Allen's shot is off. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 11. And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. At one point, they led by 16. White against Mobley. Allen passes to Strus. Fires from the wing. The basket good off the assist from Allen.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Here's the 3. Cornette can't get it to go.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Garland kicks to Mobley. Off target from outside. Celtics trail by 13. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And count it from 19 feet away. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
On the wing, Brown. Covered by Mobley. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I love when Jason Tatum is aggressive to score the basketball. He does a tremendous job keeping his focus.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Celtics trail by 11. White the pass to Cornette. Back to White. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got 5 now.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Here's Mobley. They grab their own miss. Takes a three. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scores on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 11.
How easy does that pull-up jumper look by Jaylen Brown? So tough.
Garland surveying the D. Here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. Tries again. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Brown, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. For 3, Mitchell. Allen kicks to Mitchell. Shoots over White. That's short off the rim.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
A nice shot by Tatum.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 20 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And so it's Cleveland, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Right back after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Horford, and it's Shireman in at the 2.
First team foul.
Here's Jerome. Fires away from outside. Craig pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Off target from 3-point range. Pass to Hunter. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Hunter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Jerome, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jerome's got his first points in this one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession. Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Jerome passes to Mary. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Cavaliers lead by 13. Here's Pritchard. Nothing on the board. Here's Shireman. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Wade gets the bucket.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And here's Cleveland. They're on a 13-3 run. Here's Jerome for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Craig. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Here's Hunter. Rebounded by Hauser. The Celtics shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Pritchard. Hits the 3-point bomb. Pritchard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
A wide open look here for Craig. Offline with his 3. Cleveland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Celtics trail by 15. Here's Pritchard. Takes the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Pritchard's got 6 in the quarter.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Crosses over. Here's Jerome. That one misses. The Celtics shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. From downtown, and again, Boston with the triple.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
43 seconds left to play in the third. There's the 3. Jerome, no good. Jerome's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. And shot on the way. Craig can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 9. In the corner, it's Hunter. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Misses the 3. Here's the Celtics with the ball. Pass to Craig. Shoots. Again, the Celtics good for 2. Here's Jerome. Here's Thompson. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Cavaliers on top. They're up by 9. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Wade out there with Hunter. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The 3 from Tatum. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. At one point, they led by 16. Wade from outside. Drills it from outside. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Puts up a deep 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Mitchell, and he drives in. The layup missed.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And White kicks to Holiday. Brown outside. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bobbed up there for Mitchell. From the wing. Brown, no good. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And it's sent back by White. Holiday against Garland. The kick out to Brown. Fires for 3. That doesn't go either for Brown. The Cavaliers leading by 13. It's Strus on the wing. The Cavaliers with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Brown wide open. He fires. And the 3-ball is good. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
Garland with the bucket.
That's one for the highlight reel right there. He didn't hold back anything on that finish.
Holiday finds Brown. Tries it from 19. He can't hit that time. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Mitchell. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics trail by 12. Brown jams it in.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
There's Garland. Pass to Strus. Lets it go from the wing. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And White kicks to Holiday. Here's Brown. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Mitchell. Pulls up on the wing. Yep, it counts. Mitchell's got 22.
The Spider is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
Stolen by Allen.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Cavaliers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Mitchell.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else. Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
30 seconds left in the fourth. Mobley dishes to Garland. This one for 3. Rebound, Boston. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Mobley wide open. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Mobley.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed